I cannot believe that this is my last trip. It's kind of sad. I'm really happy about it. I feel really good about it, but I'm also kind of freaking out about it. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle and I am a flight attendant for a major US airline, and I am based in San Francisco, California. I vlog about my trips and I do my best to take you guys with me. And you might be curious about this title of the video. This is my last trip as a San Francisco based flight attendant, and I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm sad, but I feel really good about it, and I have been keeping a secret. My secret is that I am transferring out of San Francisco. I have been in San Francisco for the last 3 years, and it has been incredible. I love the base. I have loved my time here. It has been wonderful, and I have truly such great memories here, and my life has changed so much since I've been based here, and it's really crazy to close this chapter of my life. But this is not my last trip as a flight attendant. This is not my last trip ever. This is just simply my last trip as a San Francisco based flight attendant, because at the end of this month, which is January, I am transferring out, and I am going to wait to announce where I'm transferring to until the end of this video, so you have to stay tuned. Or maybe I'll put it somewhere in the middle to keep you guys guessing. We'll see, I don't know. But I'm really, really excited. I have a triangle turn tomorrow. It's only a 1-day trip, so it's not gonna be super interesting. I don't even know if I've ever done a vlog about a turn, so it'll be kind of different, kind of fun. What a triangle turn is where you basically go your base to somewhere else, back to your base, like a triangle. So tomorrow, I go from SFO to Denver to Santa Barbara, and then Santa Barbara back home to San Francisco for the last time as my home base. And I have a very early pickup time. It is 5:30 a.m. I guess not pickup, my check-in time is 5:30 a.m. And I did preference this trip though because it got in the earliest. It gets in around 3:45 p.m. if everything goes smoothly. And I'm trying to commute home tomorrow to Orange County actually, so I want to get in as early as possible. But yeah, it is already almost 9 p.m. so I should really get to bed, and I'll talk to you very dark and very early and very cold in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is 4:20 a.m. in the morning. My check-in is 5:30 a.m. and I am just sitting in my car waiting for it to defrost. It is so cold outside. I know that this is nothing compared to what everywhere else in the country is like, but for me 42 degrees is pretty darn cold. But I am working my triangle turn today, my last trip in San Francisco, and I can't believe today's here and the day has come and this is my last trip. I am working FAO2 and we are on the same plane the whole day. It's an Airbus 320, so I will be working beverage aisle, and actually someone called out for the back galley position and another reserve got put on it, and I've actually worked with that girl before on my Sioux Falls vlog, which I'll put somewhere here if you haven't seen it. And yeah, she's super cool, so I'm excited to see her again. And I think that's all I have to update you for now. I am just going to wait until this defrosts and then we'll head to the airport.
Okay, so I am in the employee lot now, and I realized I just kind of dropped it on you last night, like that I was transferring, and I didn't really tell you why or anything like that, but I'm going to tell you when the lighting is not as sucky. So hopefully later on today, either if I have some sit time on the plane or if I have some time before my commute, something like that. So don't worry, I will explain.
Me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you get me.
Okay, so we are on the plane now. We don't start boarding for another about 10 minutes. And we're just getting everything set up. I thought I would tell you a little bit why I am transferring. I love San Francisco. I love the base. It's been so good to me, but my seniority here is not very good. And if you know anything about the airline industry, you should know that it is all seniority based. So your pay gets better with seniority, your schedule gets better with seniority, and your life gets better with seniority. And your seniority is determined system-wide, but it's also determined by your base. And within San Francisco, I'm very junior. In another base, I am senior enough to hold a line and not be on reserve anymore. The difference between being on reserve and being a line holder is that a line holder knows their trips ahead of time. They can trade trips, they can drop trips, and they know what they're doing. They won't have to be on call. They're not at the whim of scheduling. Whereas a reserve, we just have set days off and you are on call the rest of the day. So you literally could be going to, you could get a call and say you're going to Spain, or you could get a call and say you're going to Houston, Texas. You know, you just don't know. And you also have to sit standby at the airport. I've had so many vlogs about standby. You guys know how I feel about it. And a line holder doesn't have to do that. So you just have a lot of control over your life. And at this point in my life, I'm almost 5 years into this career, and I've always said since the very beginning that I would do 5 full years on reserve max, and then I'll try to start line chasing. And that's kind of how I am feeling right now. I just am ready to have a line, ready to have some control. My seniority in my class is holding a line at every other base in our system, except like every other big base. A small base like Honolulu, we're not holding a line. Every other big base, we are holding a line except for San Francisco. So I thought it was time to make a change and transfer to somewhere so I can try holding a line and see how I like it.
Whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Can't twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight.
Okay, so it is a few days later since I last filmed, and it has been a crazy past few days. So once I got on my commute, I flew down to Orange County, stayed the night with my parents. Then my mom and I flew back up to SFO, and we drove down my car and all my stuff that I had in the house I was living at. Luckily, I didn't have too much, no big furniture or anything, but just a lot of clothes and a lot of things I've accumulated over the past 3 years. So we drove that down back to Southern California. And then I flew to Arizona to spend the rest of my days off with my husband here. And yeah, I am going to tell you where I chose as my base. So I am going to Chicago. I narrowed it down to Chicago and Denver, and I wasn't totally sure which one. Denver was closer, but the reason why I chose Chicago is that more crash pads, there were just more availability and cheaper crash pads that I saw. better public transportation, and it was more like international flying too. Denver has really cool like Hawaii flying, but Chicago had definitely more international. So I decided on Chicago, and I'm really excited. I will be commuting, so I'm staying most of my time here in Arizona, and then I will fly to Chicago to start and end my trips there, and then fly home when I'm done. And I will be living in a crash pad out there, which not super excited about, because a crash pad, if you don't know, it's basically where like a lot of like pilots, flight attendants, airline employees stay in a place. It's a lot in one. Like my last one I had 6 people in my room, so it's similar to that, but you're just not there all the time, so it's not like you're sleeping with 5 roommates every single day. And I'm excited for the change, definitely excited for the change. I will be holding a line there, and what that is I will know my schedule ahead of time. I'm able to trade my trips, kind of manipulate my schedule as I want it, rather than on reserve, you're on call and you just get assigned something and you have to fly it. I'm excited to sleep through the night. I'm excited that I can trade things around now, and there's just a lot more flexibility that you have with a line. And I have spent almost 5 years of my career, minus 3 months before the pandemic, on reserve. So I'm definitely ready to be a line holder. And yeah, I am so thankful though for my time in San Francisco. It has been 3 amazing, incredible years there, and I feel like I've changed so much and grown so much and matured in so many ways, and I really will miss it. If you are interested at all in being based there, it is an incredible base, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. I will miss it so much, but for me, it was time to close that chapter and start a new one. And that new one will be in Chicago, and I hope that you guys are excited for all the new adventures, all the new vlogs, all the new experiences together, because I will definitely be sharing it with you, and I hope that you stick around and follow along.